in Eaton, at that Eaton fire in Altadena, talking to a resident there. Carlos.
Hi, good morning, and we're speaking with Luis Garcia. He lives just a few blocks away. We're on Allen Avenue and Brook Bear. Your home is okay this morning. You're part of the evacuation orders, obviously, and your wife and your son are now in Alhambra with her parents, but you're staying behind.
Yeah, staying behind, just keeping an eye on the house, making sure whatever I can do, you know, whether it's a little ember I can take care of, whatever. You know, I'm just sticking around, making rounds. I've already helped a few neighbors clear some stuff.
Luis, you're one of the very few people we've seen this morning that are staying back and are protecting their homes. A lot of people are saying, you know what, let authorities take care of it, I'm going to go.
Too much can go wrong. Honestly, the winds are too strong. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I mean, as many trucks as you can put out here, you never know.
The wind is shifting fast. They're very strong. You don't know where the embers are flying. What goes through your mind when you think your house is part of this?
I keep a safe distance. You know, one side of my street you can't leave. There's a tree that fell over. You can't really drive out that way. So the other way, I'm just kind of keeping a safe distance and seeing what I can do. I mean, we packed up as much as we can, taking a few loads, and
it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is.
You've lived here for 4 years.
4 years.
You walk these streets, you hike these trails on a daily basis almost. Things are going to look very different when the fire is out. Eventually, when the sun comes up, many of these houses are not going to be there anymore.
Yeah, it's going to be a totally different picture, and I also think that it's going to get a little worse when the sun comes up. I think the winds are going to shift and stuff's going to go the other way.
Have you talked to any of your neighbors? Do you know of any of them losing their house? What do they tell you?
Yeah, all of my neighbors evacuated around the same time as my wife, like 8 p.m. and 9 p.m., something like that. Haven't talked to them since.
8 p.m., you know, we were speaking with fire officials. This area was actually okay last night. You know, the fire was turning in a different direction. Fast forward to this morning, and it's a totally different story, man.
Totally different story, yeah. I don't know what to say. It's pretty nuts.
Multi-million-dollar homes burning to the ground, too.
Lots of them, dozens, a bunch of them. Yeah, sad.
And these firefighters really trying their best to save these homes, but there's just not enough resources, not enough manpower, because the wind is so strong and they're shifting and the embers flying everywhere. You can't.
It's too unpredictable. Yeah, too unpredictable, really.
You've lived in this area for 4 years. You've seen Santa Ana wind events. You've lived through before, I'm assuming. This one is just so different.
Yeah, I mean, you see them. They never come this close. You figure you have enough flat and enough like structures ahead of you, but it jumped a lot really fast. So we'll see where it goes.
Lisa, praying for your family. Hope your house is okay, and good morning. Thank you for everything. Again, they're on Allen Avenue and Brook Bear Road. This is the area where we're at this morning, Chris and Megan, and you can see several of these homes have burned this morning. This is the closest we can get because there are down power lines. Fire officials telling us to stay behind as much as we can. But again, these homes burned in the last 15 minutes or so because of those flying embers, the wind gusts that we get through this area. Again, many people that we've talked to, unlike Luis, saying, no, we got to evacuate. This fire is different. This Santa Ana wind event is different. Let's let the firefighters take care of this and do what they can to save my home. Very few that we've met this morning are deciding to stay back and protect their homes. Really is not much they can do, honestly. Firefighters are having a hard time putting these out, protecting homes. We know they prioritize structure protection, and there is a strategy in place for that, but they're having trouble because of the resources. Not enough manpower to do that. We were over on Braeburn Road just earlier. That's where the neighborhood we showed you, those houses actively burning, actively multi-million-dollar homes destroyed, burned to the ground. That area was okay just last night, and the fire shifted overnight, and now it's burning closer to the foothills, and these homes also have been destroyed. You can see the charred hillside as well, you know, through the darkness as well. We can only expect this fire to continue to grow, more structures, more homes, more buildings to continue to burn as well. LA County Fire Department really trying their best and doing what they can to protect homes, to protect property, to protect lives. But there really is so much that they can do. They're hoping folks really heed these evacuations. We've been seeing the sheriff's department, the local police departments as well, knocking on doors, letting people know, hey, you gotta leave. Many who left last night are now coming back and checking on their homes, and they find that they're actively burning, like the gentleman we saw earlier on Brayburn Road just a few minutes ago. He checked on his home and it was burning, and he was devastated, crying on the ground with his wife, and it really is heartbreaking to see. We can only expect this to get worse. Chris and Megan, and we'll leave it with that. Send it back to you.
All right, Carlos Herrera, thank you so much. And it was really compelling to speak with someone or hear from someone who isn't leaving, who is, feeling compelled to stay and ride this out as long as that they possibly can.
However, we should mention LA City Fire. We spoke with Margaret Stewart earlier this morning. She tells people, please don't do that, because sometimes it can interfere with what the firefighters are trying to do. So you understand both sides.
Yeah, I'm not judging it. I'm just saying it was compelling talking to him. Let's go.
Yes.
Go ahead,
Chris and
Carlos.
Megan. Oh, if I can interrupt, I'm sorry. I'm glad you mentioned that. Because, again, I want to stress, there are very few people that we've met this morning, or we've seen, actually, and that tells you that people are listening, are evacuating, they're leaving, they're letting the firefighters, the authorities handle this. Very few people like Luis Garcia, who we just spoke with minutes ago, they're deciding to stay back. So, again, that's a good thing. People are listening to authorities and doing what they can to not interfere.
And what firefighters will tell you is, okay, you've chosen to stay, but if it gets really bad, you're going to rely on us to come save you. After you chose to, and then now you're putting their lives in danger. Exactly. So that's where they're coming from with all of that. All right.
Oh yeah, also go ahead. I sent you my my story that I put up too this morning about the clouds too when I was at work. Yeah, so this is early in the morning, y'all. Crazy. They go to sunrise. So yeah, what I saw yesterday from today was definitely unexpected from us and also everybody in LA. And yeah, man, this was surprising because usually this is fire seasons, like it's not really around the season. It's usually around late of during the fall and the summertime and everything. But yeah, a lot of like I said, a lot of houses are burnt down, a lot of this business is burnt down. And remember too, guys, a lot of assurances like for housing insurance, that stopped 4 or 5 months ago. So we got to lead on the state on that. Also, I heard that there wasn't enough water in the fire hydrants for some reason, and then also the mayor of LA, she wasn't here at the time it happened too. So, it's a lot of conspiracy theories out there about stuff about why is this happening in this odd time as well, but also just putting the prayers out there, for people that lost their houses, their businesses. People are really really going through it. I know that my wife, where she works at, around the fires and everything, they're not in evacuation zone, but since it's still fires in the area, my wife right now, she's working from home now. She's doing her shift, and a lot of people is working from home and everything. So I heard that one of my coworkers that his godson, that their school burnt down and everything, and then I have a couple people, co-workers that live in the area, which they're still safe because they're not in the evacuation zone. But yeah, man, it's just a lot of stuff going on around this time. But go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take on this fires that's going on in my neck of the woods?
Like I said, this is gonna be a really serious conversation. Really serious conversation. Something that I will not joke about. I know this is not a conspiracy theory channel, everything here, we say, we try to fact check everything, and we try to be, of course, of course, it's going to be opinion based. But based on me doing my research on what's going on in California, especially on the wildfire, of course, our condolences goes out to everybody that did lose your home. And please, for God's sakes, don't try to be superheroes to save your home. Those are materialistic things. Your life is more important to those homes. My gosh. That guy that stayed behind while his wife and children, bro, go be with your wife. I understand. Them things could get, those are materialistic things. You'll get your home back, especially with California and y'all home loan insurance. They don't play around with stuff like that. Y'all gonna get your home, but your life you're not gonna get back. There's really nothing you can do. Your home is gone, and it's sad to say it's gone. If it's gone, you get another home or move from LA. So I just want to make that clear. So those that stay in the LA in that over there in that county, don't be Superman. Just let it go. It's hard because I know you work so hard to get there, but let it go. Okay, now me and Jordan and Hakeem were talking about this in the back before the show started. So apparently there's been a rumor going on how the Los Angeles mayor Karen Bass cut, or they say supposedly they cut funding last year, which was $17.6 million from the um, LA Fire Department. And so I wanted, because that was a rumor, because especially what's going on right now with the wildfire. They say, how come there's not enough workers? How come there's not a lot of fire people out there trying to pull out the fire like they normally do? It's because supposedly they cut the funding. So us, of course, when they go do the fact check, and they found out that rumor was true. The funding was cut. However, she did put in a proposal to increase the funding by $800 million, which they tried to sign last year in June. So they're still waiting for that approval to go through. But at this point, state of time, to me, California need to have a state of emergency. It doesn't really matter. They made objectives to make sure to get that fire out, because you do not want that thing to spread. It could hurt people's lungs, because remember, you inhaling that smoke in. It could damage your lungs. And remember, it's millions of people that lives in the Los Angeles area. I think over 4 million people. I could be wrong. Over 4 million people.
Way more.
And they sucking. We see way more than that. And they sucking in their lungs, and they're not trying to work swiftly and fastly. I should be a politician, Hakeem, and just go ahead and get it done. I don't know if they're trying to wait till Trump get into office. I don't know what they're trying to do. But no, they need to get this done very, very quickly. And this is not a game to play with, because you have little children, you have babies that's going to be born into this world, and they're going to have that type of, I forgot what they call it, inside their lungs, and that's not good. So, that I'm saying, like, that this is not, so right now, a lot of people that do live in the Los Angeles area are upset at the fire department and also at the mayor. Go right ahead, Hakeem. Your comment.
So there's 18.42 million people in the greater Los Angeles area.
Wow. How many people actually live in that area? Do y'all know how many people actually live in that area?
Well, so what's Hakeem talking? He's talking about LA County.
LA County.
Oh, okay, LA County.
Yeah, he's talking about LA County in general. But when it comes to like
that's still a lot of people.
It's a few millions here and there.
Yeah.
In some areas. But go ahead, Hakeem.
So what a lot of people don't understand, why you have people like that willing to stay back, the faith in the government has lost. This is all people have. Not sitting back and understanding, they probably don't want to go through FEMA. FEMA take a long time to give checks back. They have a horrible track record. And I'm just allegedly saying this, and I've seen this with giving out checks, and insurance companies scrutinize you to get these things. So these people want to fight for what they have. They built over the years. Some people don't even have insurance on their houses. Let's be real about it. This is why would you stay back if you know, hey, everything is going to get paid off? I'll be running for the hills.
But LA doesn't play. I didn't mean to cut you off, but LA doesn't play. You have to have insurance in your house.
Okay, yeah, definitely. But what if people don't want to go through the scrutiny of getting that check and have to sit in the hotel? Or I'm going to stand here and fight for what I have. So that's my thinking, and I see that, okay, why is he standing back? He said, I just want to make sure this probably all he has. He doesn't want to go through none of that. He don't want no check, no nothing. He just want to be able to fight the fires and move back in.
When it comes to this, and this is not just about Los Angeles, but just in California in general. We always going to have some type of fires in Southern California or Northern California, and to me, I put more of the blame on Governor Newsom because since he's been in office, he's never really addressed this problem when it comes to forest fires from all around California. And also, I want to read this too. Donald Trump, he slammed Governor Newsom, and he put out a tweet and he said this. He said, Governor Gavin, no, he's news scum. He didn't call him Newsom. He called him news scum. Refused to sign the water restoration declaration, but put, I'm sorry, the water restoration declaration put before him that will have allowed millions of gallons of water from excess rain and snow melt from the north to slowly delay into many parts of California, including areas that are currently burning in virtual apocalyptic way. He wanted to protect the essential worthless fish called a smelt by giving it less water, but didn't care about the people of California. Now, the ultimate price is being paid. He said, I would demand that this incompetent governor allow beautiful, clean, fresh water to flow into California. He is blamed for this. On top of it all, no waters from fire hydrants, firefighter, not firefighter planes, and true disaster. That's what Donald Trump put down. Yeah, and this boggles my mind too because last year we had the most water we ever got, in the state of California. That been rain and everything, and we saved that water into restoration and everything. And my thing is, since we do have so much type of water that we saved from last year, while we're not using it, but to save these houses and everything, which is kind of odd to me. And and to me, Governor Newsom right now, he's not doing a good job when it comes to these fires. I mean, and I'm not just here, not here in LA, but all around California and everything. He really never had a plan to really, try to, save, forests in California, save houses in California, save businesses in California when it comes to stuff like that. Because, we have a season of this, but, right now we're out of the season, which makes it kind of odd, for me and for other people who live in Los Angeles, California. So, yeah, man. I mean, right now, out of the three areas that was hit, two Pacific Palestine, if I'm saying it right, the fire is done there. The majority of the fire is up over there by the Pasadena area. And, right now, it's still cloudy right now, and it's still burning and everything. It's still kind of windy, so it's still kind of windy to the state and everything. So. Yeah, man. Right. Like I said, I pray for my LA County people. Hopefully, people that's not, that did evacuate to go to the evacuation areas when it comes to recreation centers, also hotels and everything, and also them families and everything. But yeah, man. Right now, and then and during the election too, I don't remember there was a proposition when it comes to forest fires as well that I can't remember that I voted on. So there was no propositions, to put more money, to help on these type of conditions when it comes to forest fires.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's why I said it did get passed. It did get passed.
Right.
The funding did get passed, but remember it takes a while for it to enact. But you're right. It did get passed. Yes.
Okay. So, but going to Governor Newsom, when it comes to these fires and everything, I think he's doing a terrible job, and I think we need somebody else to really clean it up because, it shouldn't be like right now it shouldn't be like this. Like, when it comes to fires, it should be, everything should be cleaned up by the morning time. But to hear that we have no water in these fire hydrants and everything, or not getting the water from the Pacific Ocean, from the helicopters and dumping it onto these fires and everything. Yeah, it's very weird to me, but right now, like I said, in my area we're safe, we're cool. Majority of LA County is cool. It's just where the fires are over there by Pasadena, which is still kind of suffering right now. And I pray for the people that's there that they evacuated and they're in a nice, safe environment.
Yeah, but still make sure y'all still cover up your nose, like I said, because that smoke.
Wear your mask.
You inhaling that every day. Yeah. Wear a mask because I'm not a doctor. Of course, you always go see go see a physician to make sure that everything goes well with your health. But you got to make sure you cover up your nose because that type of smoke and handling that every day, because it's going to take several days for it to clear up because that's a massive fire. And the way they're working, it's not looking good. So Hakeem, I don't know, you want to read some of the comments, lower part spike protein, put it in the chat, and other people as well. But yeah, this is very concerning to me because there's a lot of people that live in the Los Angeles area, and that's not good. That's not good at all. And FEMA, I'm with Lost by Protein. FEMA hasn't been doing a good job for several years now.
Hey.
So I'm not surprised with them. But not only that, but Lost by Protein said they did make it a national emergency. But it seemed like they're fighting with each other, and this ain't the time to fight.
Yep.
Newsom and Trump and Biden, it's not right now. Ain't the time. It's the time to get these people, make sure these people are safe. That's all it's about.
Which is weird because, like I said, even with remember with the hurricanes hit Florida and they hit the Carolinas.
Yeah, there was fighting.